Hello and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. So Polkadot is, as expected, still making another low. Again, making another low. We talked about in the last video about a possible bullish scenario. However, I told you that because of this corrective structure here, which in a bullish way you could count that as a leading diagonal. But again, how many leading diagonals have we seen since June, since those major lows? And how many did work out? Not many worked out. So with leading diagonals, we know they are not very reliable. And I told you, until I see the 5 waves to the upside complete in yellow, my preference will still be another low. And that happened, and we have even broken below the yellow trend line here. So how do we have to understand that? Well, to be honest, in my opinion, this sideways move was either a triangle, so it could have been a wave 4 triangle, but that we moved down here in a 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the triangle. Yeah, basically you could say it ended here, and that we're now in the wave 5 down. That all of this was a triangle A, B, C, small d, and E, and then we're now coming down in wave 5, and we've got here maybe a 1, 2 setup here, another 1, 2. We're now in a 3, so this would drop quite a bit lower actually. So certainly certainly another low put in now, basically in line with expectation, and this would most likely come down further. We talked about targets before, I think, and if we take a look at that, one way of measuring that would be here to take the length of the A wave of that wave 1. Yeah, we had a significant high or a swing high in here on the 13th or 12th of August. We moved down in a wave 1. We can take the length of that wave 1 and we add it to the high of the wave 4 here. Yeah, and that is one way of calculating a target to the downside for the end of the 5th wave. The first target would be the 1-to-1 ratio. We've exactly reached that now at around $4.48. You can see that actually, the 1-to-1 ratio. Doesn't look to me like it's finished. So the next target would be the 1.236 extension at 378, and an ideal target would be the 1.618 extension. It would even take it down to 267. Now I'm not necessarily looking at 267, but it's a possibility, especially if we believe Bitcoin will drop down to 14K, maybe even lower, as I said in the Bitcoin video. So it's not unrealistic to get there. We just need to keep these in mind. And whenever a new low in place and we're consolidating, we need to watch out for possible 5-wave structures to the upside. But it remains my view that most altcoins are still looking for lower lows, and Polkadot has made one today. If we now zoom out, I don't know actually if this is the longest chart history. Let me actually go to Binance. This is also not much longer. I don't know if there is actually a longer chart, because what I'd like to do, I'd like to look at the VRVP, historical volume. Yeah, this is probably the longest, but it doesn't really make a great difference to the previous one. So let's go back to our main chart here. And we're looking at the VRVP just to see where are clusters of support on the way down, because there isn't much left, to be honest. So let's go to the 1-day chart and let's zoom out. Well, you can actually see there is a bit of a cluster of support down here, all the way down to 385. The problem is if we drop below 385, well, we've got a problem. There's basically an insufficiency there. There's basically a black hole, and it could really take us down to those levels around, well, the 1.618 extension. So all of this is now possible support area. I just gave you some key support levels. And the thing is, if we really drop below that range here, I mean, you could even say it goes all the way down to, look at this swing low here, 360. I'm going to highlight that on the chart. I think 360 is a very possible low, considering the latest developments here. But if we drop below that, I mean, I don't know where it wants to go, to be honest. Yeah, and then we could use something like that 1.618 extension as target, but it drops until it stops, really. We need to wait for a signal trend reversal signal. People have stopped, I believe, dollar cost averaging into a lot of altcoins. People still did that sort of some months ago, but I think now a lot of people are just given up, just trying to wait until it's gonna go back up. And I agree. I wouldn't dollar cost average into altcoins. Maybe a few selected projects here and there, but mainly it's Bitcoin, Ethereum. We're waiting. I would look at, but even then, only carefully. And only carefully until we either have a confirmed bottom in place or until we make a significant new low where prices are getting very attractive again. That's my update about Polkadot. Not much more to mention, not much more positive stuff to mention. Again, I mentioned it in previous videos that I think most altcoins are still looking for new lows. There are a few that I cover that I don't think there are many charts or many coins that are better in terms of their structure than the ones that I cover here. Most other coins, I do cover a few selected altcoins that have a chance that the low is already in, and some of the ones that have the most bullish setup. But other than that, most coins are still looking for new lows, to be honest. So also Polkadot here, not finished yet, on the way down and probably still dropping. This looks like some kind of a wave 3, as I said. Possibly here a 1-2 setup and the wave 3 down, then a 4 up and a 5 down, and we need to see here somewhere in that region down here, maybe all the way down to 360 to see where do we find actual key support. Okay, that's my update about Polkadot. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.